Hi everyone, it's Kirei here for Bramble Fox with a new process video, and I'm using a number of fabulous new sets from the shop. I have the Holiday Happy set, the Summer Wordfetti, and this super cute one here, the Teeny Fish set. So of course I am still scrapping photos of my recent cruise trip. So these ones are all of us basically on board ship, so outside. So so I pulled out 5 photos, and then I have the Summer Wordfetti, and I'm just looking at which ones work well with each photo because I want to add one to each photo. I've got the title. I'm going to use the Paradise from the Holiday Happy set, and it's in a gorgeous pink. So, and then I've got the mix with the yellow and the teal colour there. So what I'm doing, I've worked out my Wordfetti for each photo, and then I'm going to, I guess, go tone on tone. So I'm going to back each of the photos using the coordinating colour. So the collection I'm using is a slightly older one. It's Coco Vanilla Studios Happy Days, but the colours were just perfect. They match just spot on with the perspectives that I'm using. So I've mounted the first photo in the pink, and then I've got this one here in the yellow, and of course I am distressing the edges. And then I've got 2 photos I'll back in this sort of soft teal, and just thinking the Wordfetti that I pulled out, I've got Fun in the Sun, and then I've got Pool, and then this one I'm doing now has got Bar. We've all got a cocktail, and couldn't not have a cocktail by the pool. They were rather yummy. And then I've got Easy Breezy is this one. I've got this sort of slightly more sort of pinky purpley pattern paper, just sort of slightly different to that first one that I'm using, that I used on the other pink photo. I say pink photo, but it's not pink. And then I have the yellow one, and I've got Summer Memories on that one. Now, for each of my photos, I'm just going to add some foam tape to the top of each, and then the bottoms will stick flat because that way they'll just sit slightly over each of the photos above them as they go. So here we go. And then once I've got these stuck down, then I can start to build my embellishment clusters, and then I can go to town really with that. So here I am bringing out the trusty T-square, just making sure I've got this right. I do fiddle around with this. I do finish it off camera because I end up moving them all up a little bit because I ended up with them too close to the bottom. It didn't look even, and I wasn't happy, and I couldn't possibly not have something that wasn't quite even. Anyway, there we go, all done. So I am now bringing in some of the coordinating ephemera. So as you can see, I'm sticking with this sort of tone on tone. So I'm going with a deeper sort of pinky purple here, and I've got some of the flowers. I've got the pinwheel, and I've got a butterfly there, some little sort of berries. Then I'll do the same with each of the others. So I've got the tealy one here. I've got the flag with hello on it, and again more of the flowers. You can see I'm just sort of curving the edges up of the flowers as I'm layering stuff down, because again when I stick them down I will just I'll only stick them in the middle, so I still get that raised sort of edge and dimension. And I love this set, the Teeny Fish set. Now it doesn't just have fish in it, it has some starfish, and it has some shells and some little tropical flowers as well. So, and they're in the 4 different colorways, so the yellow, the pink, the darker teal, the sort of, and the mint. And I'm just again adding them into each of the clusters, and again following that sort of tone on tone that I've been already working with. So yeah, and then I can basically start to get things stuck down. So this layout for me actually came together really quickly, and amazingly I finished it in an afternoon, which is, pretty good for me. Often I'll do layouts and I won't do them all day long, but it will take me over a couple of days, to finish it. But yeah, this one really did come together really nice and quickly. So and I'm happy with it. Another one to add to my cruising holiday collection, which is brilliant. So I think I've maybe got couple to go, and then I'll have pretty much covered off everything from the cruise, which is great. Been doing, a lot of my layouts using multiple photos versus just sort of one or two, which is probably what I typically do. And I'm actually really, really loving it. It really helps tell the story, and it really helps me scrapbook a whole holiday. And it's done, because often I definitely have holidays that I've scrapbooked, but I've just not finished it, because you end up with so many photos, and when if I'm only doing one or two on a layout, yeah, there's plenty more to get done. So yeah, no, so I'm really happy with this. So yeah, so just getting these last bits. We've got a couple of little tropical flowers there that I'm just tucking in, and oh yeah, just getting the word Fetty stuck down on the little pink. So yeah, and I do love these smaller perspective sets, because they are great for just tucking into embellishment clusters. Yeah, so they work for me. They're perfect. I like those. They work really well on any layouts really. So just making sure everything's nice and straight. And there we go. What's next? Paradise. Okay, so my final title. Yeah, I've moved on quickly. I've brought the hearts in. So I've got some little enamel hearts and dots. And again, I'm just adding some of those into each of the clusters as well. It was very quick. I put the paradise down, and then I was sticking hearts down. Yeah, sometimes I can get easily distracted. Anyway, here we go. So I think I'm nearly there. Okay, paradise. Maybe no, I've got the rest of my title. So yeah, that's right. I decided to get this stuck down. So I've got this little alpha. It's a Pebbles alpha, and it's sort of like metallic-y, but it's got mixed colours, and they were match really nicely. And I wanted a smaller alpha to go with the paradise perspective. So I'm just going to have cruising here. So yeah, so then I'll get that stuck down. And then once I've done that, then I can get the paradise in. I was obviously doing that, which makes complete sense first, so that I knew where I would stick my the large perspective. So here we go, just adding some glossy accents and get that down. And of course, I will bring in here we go, T-square. Couldn't possibly manage without it, but anyway. There we go, and that is the final layout. So yeah, it came together really quickly. I hope you've enjoyed watching the process video. Here are all of the close-ups of the fabulous perspectives. So we've got the holiday happy set, which is the paradise, the summer Wordfetti, and that teeny fish set. Super cute one. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching my process video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.